Welcome back to Hannity. So last night, the president participated in a town hall that was focused on guns. Now, during the hour, the president was confronted by multiple gun rights advocates. Tonight, we have 3 of the town hall members who spoke up about the president's restrictive new executive actions. Joining us first, you meet Kimberly Corbin, and she had this to say to the president.
As a survivor of rape and now a mother to 2 small children, it seems like being able to purchase a firearm of my choosing and being able to carry that wherever me and my family are, it seems like my basic responsibility as a parent at this point. I have been unspeakably victimized once already, and I refuse to let that happen again to myself or my kids. So why can't your administration see that these restrictions that you're putting to make it harder for me to own a gun or harder for me to take that where I need to be is actually just making my kids and I less safe?
Kimberly now joins us. Kimberly, thank you for being with us. And let me first say, on behalf of a lot of people, it's very strong of you to tell your story. And we're sorry anybody has to go through that. Thank you for being here. Were you happy with the president's answer?
I have to say it was kind of a non-answer, more so than anything. I feel like I wasn't necessarily listened to, but at the same time, he knew how he was going to respond. I didn't go into that town hall thinking that I was going to change his mind by any means, but it was more about starting a larger discussion across the country about sexual assault, victimization, and my right and everyone else's right to choose how we defend ourselves.
One of the things I've always worried about, and I wonder how you feel about this, what about women that find themselves in a situation where either a boyfriend or a spouse threatened to kill them that day? I'm going to kill you later. Do they have the right, shouldn't they have the right to go to a gun store when the direct threat has been made to them and purchase a weapon to protect themselves, especially under a specific threat?
Yeah, absolutely. And unfortunately, we can't do that at this point. I know all too well that, the officers, just like the officer that we've been hearing all the audio on, they're there to protect us as much as possible, but very, very seldom do you actually get there at the time that a crime is taking place or within the few seconds afterwards.
Yeah.
The best line of defense, obviously, is going to be ourselves.
I've always asked people that have a different view than I do, and obviously you and I agree, what do you do if you're in that room in San Bernardino or a similar situation? Or what do you do if somebody breaks into your house? And the answer is, if you don't have the ability to protect yourself, there's nothing really you can do against an armed assailant. Isn't that the real answer?
Right. Absolutely it is. And I think that what we were distracted by so much with President Obama last night was that we were going into this what if, and he refused to stay on the topic of the fact that I was indeed assaulted. But he's going into talking about, what am I going to do with my kids? Well, that gun is in my house now. What do you think about that? And kind of just took the conversation in a different direction. But the fact of the matter is, this did happen. And my rapist did not need a gun to complete his sexual assault on me. But I needed a gun to defend myself because I was there completely helpless, thinking, this is how I'm going to die.
A lot of people admire your strength, and thank you for sharing your story. Thank you, Kimberly.